Guys, today is September 21st. It is the last official day of summer, full day of summer. Tomorrow will be the first day officially of fall at, I believe, 1:19 p.m. That might be Central Time. But anyways, yeah, funny story, guys. So it is 3 o'clock in the morning. I went to bed and then got up a little early this morning. Got up around 1. And I'm going to go back to bed because you guys, most of you know, it's Sunday. Well, maybe you didn't. But when I'm recording this, guys, it's Sunday. So that's a day that my homie, if you haven't ever watched one of these videos, comes over. We play Madden, we hang out, and it's football day. And then the Cowboys play the Bears today. That's my team, if you can't tell. The Chiefs play tonight. I'm from Missouri. They play the Giants. They should win that game as well. But Giants looked really good last week. Chiefs have kind of been they've had a hard schedule, so we'll see what's going on. But anyways, funny story, guys. So it is 3 o'clock in the morning, and if you can tell, this is the 5.5 millimeter Jacoje curb and 18 karat gold. Probably one of the shiniest chains that there is. I mean, at 5.5. So I thought, I'm gonna go out here in the dark and take a little bit of video so you guys could see just actually how much this is. Because right now it's dark outside. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. The only thing I have is a 60 watt light bulb up there, and you can see this guy is just dancing around like it's for dollars, you know what I'm saying? So I went out there in the hallway and I was like, I'm gonna take a quick video, or a picture. It's dark, I want a video, let you guys see that. As soon as I turned it on, I forgot, we forgot Halloween decorations up, and damn witch, man, her head was popped right here into my camera and it scared the bejesus out of me. So I came back in here where it's safe, in the light. So, step into the light, Mark Anthony. So, I tried to do a little bit of a video yesterday before I left work. I had a customer come in, super cool guy. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna finish recording it. So I, was almost finished with it and hit record. And of course my stupid 2 terabyte phone or whatever the heck it is, or I'm not sure. I think it's a terabyte phone. It's full. And I have the cloud and everything else. So I'm not sure what's going on. Anyways, what do I think of this? Listen to this. Can you hear it? That's what I think of it, guys. Thud. Mark, it's Sunday. It's game day, and you're not wearing a jersey. What's wrong? What's going on? Are you depressed? Should we call 911? So, guys, the journey. That, if you've seen, we were given reviews. I was given reviews, or kind of off of chains, with no regard. Meaning, I would buy a chain and I really would like it, but if I wanted to sell it or get a different chain or something, I would. Well, that time, circumstances changed. I know that there was even a comment that 50-year-old Mark would have this chain sold by then. That's not the goal. This time, everything's a little different. Money is more important, if that makes sense. It's just me here, and I got to make sure that, I take care of my family first. And so, but I wanted, I don't need a whole bunch of things to just sit around. And yes, guys, it is gold, and yes, it does collect money, but at the same time, I don't need that. So I kind of wanted to figure out, I had been through small chains, big chains. I thought the big chains were going to be it because I'm a big guy. I am, 6'3", 232 pounds. Well, I'm not going to lie, guys. I got 2 pies from the freaking gas station yesterday, and they said they were 480 calories a piece. Shame on them. right? No, so, but anyways, I hadn't had anything like that in a long time. I was like the apple pies. I don't like not eat stuff. I just eat less. I mean, so that's kind of why, again, we're going to go back into Mark, why aren't you in a cowboy jersey right now? Well, guys, I was going to put on a white shirt, and I thought, you know what, just in a later day or something, I'll wear white, and I'll let you guys see what this, because it super pops on white, especially 18 karat. 1 year, what I was talking about was the journey, and things are different. 1 year ago, it was June, I think it said 22nd, was the second video on this channel. And then I didn't do anything for until like, what did I say, September 16th, I think, was our 1 year anniversary of like starting doing what we're doing. But anyways, guys, I bought an 18 karat 5.5 millimeter Jacoje curb in 22 inches. Okay, so it looked like this. And I thought that I was going to keep this. I was going to love it. Truth of it is, after everything's said and done, it looks good, right? Well, I mean, maybe you don't like it, but I think it looks good. I would want a thinner chain up here for this. I would want for me, to go on, to move on. Up here, that's cool, but I would, for me, again, 3.5, 4 millimeter, probably 3.5. I went to where I would wear 26 inches. That would be down to here. So, because 24 I can't slide over my head, 25 I can. Guys, you know I end up cutting things from 22 to 21 and from 24 to 23, right? So, of course, you know I have this very special heavy link in 18 karat. So, I will put this on just real fast so you guys can see how I've been wearing this. And then I'm going to take it right back off. Guys, both of these pieces of jewelry, both are fancy jewelry. Both have the cursive writing fancy as the, not FJ or anything. It has that cursive writing fancy. Both say 18 karat, both say Italy. So I'm guessing same manufacturer. But you see, I had this shortened to 23. I wouldn't do that to this. 22, like, I always, I like 22 as a chain that maybe you're never going to take off. And when I say 22, I mean 22 on me. That'd probably be a 20 inch on most of you guys, maybe even smaller, I don't know. But that's for this, and I don't have it on right now because I will probably show you. But here's the 3.2 millimeter Figaro. I had the 4 millimeter, but I wanted something, again, thinner. So I actually, some people think to upgrade, you have to go up. To me, I went from a 4 millimeter to a 3.2 because that's what I want. Okay. I thought I'd gotten rid of that 22 inch chain. The reason I'm wearing this, guys, if you go back and you look at that video last year, I'm wearing the same exact shirt. Now, it's a pajama shirt, meaning I wear it to sleep in, and I wear it under jerseys and stuff like that. So, because I mean, Notre Dame's just kind of like, I like them. My dad always did. He got accepted to go to college there, but didn't because he met my mom, got married, had me. End of story, guys. That's the end of story. Thanks for joining. No, but this is what I was wearing last year when I did this. Same hat and everything, okay? And when I look at that 22, I know I've lost a little bit of weight, probably 15 pounds or whatever since then. But I thought, I'd go back and I'd be like, man, I really like that 5.5. And I'll miss my 7. And, I had a 9 millimeter, and I bought another 7 millimeter from Daniel Jewelry Inc. And I just, I went back and I looked at that video one time and I thought, man, I really like that 5.5. I just wish it would have been 26 inches. If it would have been 26 inches, I would have kept it forever. Well, 26 again would be down to here. And at the end of all this, I think that for this chain, 24 inches is not only perfect, it's beyond perfect. 24 inches on me, guys. This will probably be a 22 inch chain on a lot of you guys. It may be, if you're bigger or you have a bigger structure up here, you know, more muscular, whatever, you may need the 26 in order to look like the 24. However, knowing what I know, I was just really thinking about this 5.5 millimeter baby curve for a long time, and I thought the 7 millimeter is cool, but you know, I was really wanting like a 5 millimeter. So I even went to a 4 because, you know, some people will get a 4 and then be like, dang, I should have got a 5. You know, me, I wanted a 4 millimeter, so they had them. You guys saw the white gold. I said if they ever had it in 18 karat yellow, I'd buy it. I did. Lonzo, I ended up selling that to Lonzo, the 4 millimeter Jacoje curb, so that I could get this one. We actually got ours on the same day. I shipped mine out. Jacoje happened to ship. We both got our chains on Fridays. This Friday, last Friday. But, so I thought, well, what I was pairing up the Figaro and both 4 millimeter Figaro and the Jacoje curb to try to honestly get a look like this. But I think this is so much cleaner and I like it. And this is one of my all-time favorite chains. And so I got on the site, and I mean, because I know, I went back and looked, I was like, no, 22 wouldn't look good, and 26 is not what I want, but 24, especially now that I have the 23-inch, 3.2 millimeter heavy link, I will be able to pair those up very well. And that's what I've been doing. So I went on this site, and of course, you know, everything's a little more expensive now because of gold, the prices, and just the way of life. And I pulled the trigger, guys. Do I regret it at all? No, not at all. I do want to take it off for a second. Take it all off. While I'm taking it off, if you'll send my Venmo, $5, no. So, this is probably my favorite chain of all time. Okay. And I don't mean like my personal favorite. I mean, I think it's my favorite chain of all time. Meaning, I really like ropes, but I really like Cubans, but the original file, the OG file, I really like Daniel Jewelry with the shininess of how they do things. I even think their square cuts are super cool. I've never seen one in person, would love it. However, I've never had a chain that does so many things like this one does. Some of the questions that you guys asked, Jesse asked me, you know, this 18 karat gold one here or 22 karat gold Franco, buddy, I can't answer that because it's two different chains. What may be a grail to somebody else. I mean, if you're a Ford guy, you're a Ford guy. If you're a Chevy guy, you're a Chevy guy. You know, if you're a Pinto person, then you eat pinto beans. But it's, for me, I'm not a Franco person. I've owned them, guys. So I've had the 22 karat gold Francos. The Francos are pendant chains for me. Or if you've got like a 3, because they do look really good, guys, by themselves. A 3 millimeter up, it can be a very, very good solitaire because it is super classy. They look amazing. Absolutely amazing, to tell you the truth. Hold on one second. Stall back, if you're asking. Anyways, guys, I'm back. Francos are a super classy chain. To me, it's a total opposite of this thing, because if you didn't want this much shine, you might as well just get a Cuban, like a traditional or whatever. That's the baby curb. I mean, that's its specialty to me. It's just the way she dances, you know. The Franco, I mean, it's going to outshine the Franco. So the baby curb, without even talking about this, we got to give props to Mike, right? The founder of the Tri-Truth group, the founder of the Tri-Truth channel. Guys, before I even ever talked to Mike or was in the Tri-Truth, his video helped me you know, I used to watch it and I knew I wanted that 7mm Jacoje curb. I'd watch his videos. He had the Franco and he had them on together. He just talk about how they outshine. So if you want something subtle, you know, a heavy piece of gold around your neck that's subtle, very classy and clean looking, go with the Franco. If you want something that's going to stand out a little bit more, you're going to want to go with something like this. I mean, it has crazy shine on it. Or you could do what I did. You could take that Franco, and of course it's going to be different colored, but who cares? You got 22 and 18 karat. You could do a 23 inch with a 24 inch or however you had it. So would I sell your Franco? No, man. I think you were really proud of that chain, and I think that's something you should keep. That's a Grail chain. I think that's what you were talking about. Yeah, the Franco. So they have the, you know, I think you also have maybe the 22 karat heavy link, which is, dude, that's what's up. But yeah, I'm not going to put this up. So any complaints about this chain? The only things that, like I said, that I've noticed is down here, it's very symmetrical and stuff like that. So it's not like something got put up, but I've never really paid super amount of attention. The parts that's in here, like maybe welded. It's gonna be soldered over here, but maybe not over here. And then just like this one piece here kind of hangs out. Where was it? Yeah, it's soldered like over here, but like from here on, it's not touching anything. So if that's something that makes you worried about, maybe, because that would never be a big deal, guys. You do not want to lose your chain, because if that were to come apart, this little O-ring could probably slide. I don't think it'd even slide over it. So, but it'd be hanging. So I think you'd still be safe. The O-ring on it has been super soldered, it looks like. Yep, and it's just that one area, and I'm guessing that's just because the way the chain's made, the way that's made. And guys, I'm just being ultra freaking picky, okay? Because the chain is a fucking 10 out of 10. Excuse my language. It's a 10 out of 10. Excuse my language. Hope I didn't offend anybody. And then if you wanted to be ultra picky, there's a itty bitty little spacing there versus where most of them touch. That's not coming out. Do I think it would wear over time? Maybe. I don't really know. I think the chain's perfect, guys. I absolutely love it. So, like I said, that was just me. If I were to be getting the chain for the very first time and I was you guys, what would I want to nitpick about? That's kind of what I was doing there. And because people may hit me up, hey, this isn't soldered over here on one side. Do you think? Yes, I think everything will be absolutely fine. These are amazingly made chains. They're freaking heavy, and they're not going to be around much longer. They will sell out quick, I have a feeling, especially as many messages as I've gotten. Even will a standard size pendant fit on here? In my other video, I was kind of looking at it, letting it play in the background. I heard me say that a standard size Boss Cross will fit on here. However, it is pretty tight, so if it moves, it's not going to have that flow to where it just automatically slides back. It'll slide back, but it's really tight is what I was saying. And I also made a point that jewelry's going to scratch, guys. This traveled with all its brothers and sisters probably, and then it got put in a drawer. Maybe Braden just grabbed it, but is there going to be scratches on it? Yes. It's like, will you even notice? No. And so you put a pendant on something like this. Would I? Yes. Would I want to put a pendant that is very tight because the bell? Maybe not. Because if the bell's super tight, I don't want it to be eating at the gold, rubbing and rubbing and rubbing, okay, to where it eventually files down. Look how thick that is. I do not have a caliber in here with me. This on the card weighs 70.3. I think they're weighing 68.5 on the site. Chances are if you get one, it's probably going to weigh closer to 70 grams, guys. 70 grams of 75% gold. It's a very heavy chain. I've been asked by at least 10 people, does it kink? It has once when I've tried to get it to kink several times. Has it kinked while I've been wearing it? Not once. I'll sit here in front of the camera and try to get it to kink for you guys. I mean, we'll twist it. Does that make you happy? But there's not going to probably be a kink in this guy. In fact, the one time that it did kink, I just took it and I set it down pretty gently on the bathroom, and when I picked it up, the bathroom counter, set it right there on the shitter. When I picked it up, it had a little bitty flip in it, so I just went like that and it fixed. But no, I haven't. It doesn't kink, guys. Thought maybe for a minute it was trying to, but no. The 4mm, it kinked, but not a lot. Now, the smaller you get, like I've heard the 2.7s and the 3.5s do a little. I heard the 2.7 does more than the 3.5. But the 4mm, I've had a 3.5, and the 4mm, just, it wasn't that big of a deal. It never kinked while I was wearing it. It would always be if I just kind of took my chain and, you know, put it down like that in a drawer, and then when I picked it back up, you know, might have just one in it, and it's usually the same spot. So if you get a kink that's right here, that's usually the one place that will kink, in my experience. So this guy is as crazy looking in it. The thickness. Let me hold this up. This is nuts. This is a 3.2mm heavy link. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to the thickness of the side. So this is 3.2, and I'm holding it right in front now. You may say, well, dude, if it's bigger, it's gonna block out what's behind it, right? Yeah, but check out when I turn it around. Right? And that is pretty damn close, guys. So not having a caliber, but this 3.2mm is showing me that the thickness of the sides are probably around 3mm. That's nuts. Mike's old video said that this chain's closer to 6 than it was 5.5. Again, I don't remember. I don't have any calibers on me. I do, but they're wonky. I don't really want to depend on them. They need a new battery. So that's what I've been pairing. They always say pair links with link chains, rounds with rounds. Oh, I'm not normal, so I've been doing this. 23 inches, 24 inches. Can you see though? The gold is very, very close to matching. Both fancy, guys. The Figaro is FJ stamped, but still super close to the. This is a 3.2mm as well, and the guys, so you can see, the Figaros always look a little bigger than other this 3.2 would look bigger than most 3.2 flat links, but a 3.2 round, you saw that. But when it comes to this, she's thin compared to this guy. So this is, like, again, I don't know if I said FJ. Can you put a pendant on this? Yes. The 7mm one, I know you can fit large pendants on it. So because I put the large diamond angel on there, and it looked sick. So what do I think of this chain? Guys, I think it's an amazing chain. I think that if you have the opportunity right now to get one, that you should probably jump on it. Let me go ahead and show you again. This is next to a 5mm rope, but Move that down. He does have the 5mm bracelets, the 5.5, excuse me. So next to a 5mm rope. So if that's something that you guys are interested in getting, it is a very expensive chain. All chains are kind of expensive now. Let me put this on with the old cowboy gear. But what do I think it looks like with a jersey? You guys know that it's about everything. You've seen it with a hoodie. You'll see it with a t-shirt. I think it looks pretty dang good with a, and of course I've got a hoodie on under this, but just what I do. But yeah, so I mean, and again, if I were to just put this on like this, like I'm not gonna even look at you guys for a second. All right. Because when I start trying to do it in the camera, I always get it all wonky and stuff. But the jersey was kind of off. But yeah, guys, so that's what that kind of looks like. And so I really, really liked it. I really, really like it. The 2 days that I've had it, I've enjoyed it. It is a heavy chain, you know you're wearing it. I haven't gotten any, I don't think, excessive headaches or migraines. I wore it a lot yesterday, even last night. And I didn't have any headaches or anything when I woke up around 1. I just woke up. So I kind of wanted to show you guys that. I told you I would do a Sunday video on it because I did get it Friday, so we did the unboxing. And guys, I've had these before, so I mean, it wasn't like, the first time I saw one, I was super shocked about how shiny it was and how beautiful it was. I was kind of expecting it. It threw me back a little bit because it was perfect. Like when you buy something and you finally think like it's going to be perfect, but you're nervous, and then you get it and it's perfect. Because it's really hard for me to get, I don't like really thin chains long, and I need something about 24 inches. But what do? You know, 24 inches at 3mm on a something small, you know, it doesn't look the best on me. But this I think does, even back here. You know, if I'm sitting or chilling, I know the jersey doesn't help, and I've got a shirt on underneath it. So, and I kind of just threw it on, hitting pause, messing with you guys. But if I'm back here, I think it looks fine. Looks good up there. But when I'm up close, that's another thing. I would always step back and look at myself straight on, not at an angle like you guys are kind of looking up a little bit, or I have this up here looking down on me so I can kind of see what's going on. Quit looking down on me. It's just, I think that it absolutely looks great. You know, I'd stand back about 10. I'd be like, well, if someone looked at me, I think that looks good. And then I would walk up to the mirror or whatever, and I'm like, man, this is it. So 5.5mm Jacoje curve. This one is an 18 karat, guys. They are becoming a unicorn. The 7mm is maybe extinct when it comes to 18 karat. There are still 7mm 14 karats on his site. I know they're super expensive, but if that's something that you want, that you know you would keep, and you're not somebody that flips chains, or, and by flipping, I don't mean to make money. I mean, you buy something because you think you want it and then you end up selling it. This is a great, I will say, investment, because it will someday probably be, you know, worth its weight in gold. Let's say that. But the way that it's going to make you feel and the happiness that it will bring, and I think in the confidence, I believe that that's a very good investment in itself. So as for this chain, what would I rank it? I would honestly, guys, if everything up here was soldered 100%, like completely, like perfect, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. You can't see what I'm talking about, and I probably just freaked you out. And you're like, oh my God, it's a 9.9 out of 10, okay? That is me being beyond picky. Nothing's gonna happen to this chain. If you get it and you look and you're like, okay, I see where it's not soldered here or here, you're gonna message me and ask me if that's normal. And I'm telling you that it is. It's a big chain, and you know, it's not a big deal whatsoever. Guys, if I thought it was, I would have already emailed Braden, okay? So it's not a big deal. It's a wonderful chain. You can always, if it's something that bothers you, I know it costs extra or whatever, but you can just, make sure it's soldered, message him, can you check this or that? And I'm not talking about this chain in particular, just if you have any questions with it, it may take him a day to get back, but that's good, guys. That means he's busy, and that means that his company's good, right? So if he takes a day or 12 hours to get back to you, that's fine, but he will. And let him know if you have any concerns or anything. With me, I don't. I just, like I said, I really wanted to be very nitpicky about this because it is a very expensive item. It's, it's not buying, the 3.2 millimeter Figaro. It is an expensive item. And so I know that it takes a very, you're gonna have to be committed to it. And and so my thing was, I want to make sure I told you 100% if I was happy with it, 100% if I would change anything. Does it flip? Well, I wear a hoodie, so I always kind of, but with a t-shirt, no, it's so heavy, it just wants to hang straight. If you watch the other 14 karat gold videos of this, that's what a lot of people say, is it just wants to hang straight. And it is such a beautiful chain, guys. Part of me feels like I shouldn't even said anything to you guys about any of that stuff because I don't want you worrying. But the other part is I want you guys to know 100%. But yeah, even the O-ring down here, like I've gotten some before on lighter chains where, it's not soldered. This one looks like they really put in the effort to make sure that it's not going anywhere. And trust me, the parts, everything that is soldered is extra soldered. They've got that chain not going anywhere, guys. So don't worry about that. That is something that is, and I held it up. It looks perfect. Everything on it's perfect. There's no outside solder. Everything just it is a beautiful, beautiful chain. Because I've gotten such specific questions, I wanted to be very clear on everything. So would I recommend the chain? Yes, absolutely would. If you can get it, any of them, any Jacoje curbs, they're absolutely amazing, guys. They're so beautiful. They're very, very comfortable. Even with the weight on them, they're super comfortable. The 5.5 millimeter is available right now. 18 karat, guys. It's very expensive. It may go up. My recommendation to you is, if you really wanted that chain, you should go ahead and just pull the trigger on it if you can, because it's one of those things where you may be nervous until it gets there, but the amount of relief you'll feel when you open it and you look at it will be like, okay, I made the right call. And that's the real important thing, because again, this is a journey, right? And these are either forever or for whatever. I don't have any real thin chains or anything like that, because it's like, well, even if they break, they're worth melt. But I'm trying to stack my chains down to a certain number and just have them to where I can wear them singular or pair them. For instance, the heavy cable link 2 millimeter yellow gold, I can either wear it by itself with a pendant, or I could put the Figaro at 22 inches behind it and wear it with a pendant. I can wear the 3.2 millimeter heavy link by itself, or I can pair it with a 24 inch 5.5 Jacoje curb, or I can pair it with a 22 inch Figaro. The Jacoje curb, wear by itself, or I can pair it up. So, and all of those can hold pendants depending on the size. So, and then I've got the one white gold set up in there. Just, it's like, man, when you want to wear white gold, you have it, and it's 18 karat. So I'm on the edge of that too. But what would I do is, like, if I had to be able to buy them, it's like I'm happy, so happy with my 18 karat heavy link, and I'm very, 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 very happy to have the Jacoje curb back, guys, and the 5.5 especially, because 7 was my favorite size of all time, but the last one that I owned was a 4 because I wanted to get a smaller size, a more clean, subtle look. That 5.5 nailed it for me, okay? So I hope I was able to answer any of your questions, kind of show you what it looked like as a bracelet. Any concern, like, I can't just look at a chain and be like, well, it's 100% perfect. I mean, if we want to nitpick, it's like, okay, guys, because I'm OCD, I got the butt, all right? So check this out. Like on the Figaro. Over here it has 3. 1, 2, 3. See the little, I don't know if you can or not. The links, 1, 2, 3 links. But over here, it's just got 2. It's stuff like that when I got these, I want to be really nitpicky to myself to be like, is this really what you want? Is this what you want? Are you going to be happy with it? Is this going to bother you? So, I mean, I just totally tore these chains down in my head trying to think, you know, I'm sitting here looking at how beautiful this Jacoje curb is, and I'm telling myself, what's wrong with it? And guys, there's just nothing wrong with it. It's the top-notch chain. It is the most asked about, most viewed video that I've done, besides like a Daniel Jewelry, or even when I did the Gus Villa, because Cubans are super popular. And this chain is flipping amazing. 70 grams, 24 inches, 5.5, 18 karat gold. Guys, if you want it, like I said, the order, when I hit him up, when I hit up Jacoje, Braden, and he said they were coming from Italy, it was one of those things like, there's not going to be any more orders. This order had already been placed, so it had to be sent. Once these are gone, I think it'll be a very long time before he gets the 18 karat gold, 22 karat gold stuff back. I just, that's my feeling. I know it's coming, but it's super expensive. I wouldn't hold that against him. But if you see something, you're going to have to jump on it. Now is the time and the age to where you see something and you want it, you're going to need to buy it, because it may be $500 more the next day. So, and not literally $500 more the next day. God, I hope not. But I guess maybe I hope so. I don't know. I would like for you guys to, even if I don't buy any more chains for the rest of my life, I would like for you guys to experience the happiness and stuff of it. But don't give a rip what other people say. This video was so you could see if you like the 5mm, the 5.5 millimeter Jacoje curb. It's not for me to influence you to buy it. Okay. If you're wanting, something, guys, I'm not going to be like, well, yeah, if you want a 7 or an 8, get the 8, because 8's going to look dope because it's bigger. You're going to have to do what you want to do for you, because I'm at the point where I was going to get the 8mm Daniel Jewelry ink bracelet, but I really wanted a 7. And I know a lot of people say, you can't start at 7, or 7's the smallest you. I don't care what you think. I like it. It's for me. That's the look that I want to have. I want that to represent what I look like. So, I don't care if people wear the same stuff I wear. If I saw somebody walking down the street in a 24-inch Jacoje curb and a 23-inch heavy link, I ain't gonna think nothing of it, but guess I got good taste. But I love you guys. It's Sunday, it's 3:45. I think I'm gonna go back to bed for maybe a couple hours and then get back up and try to kick ass in Madden. What do you say? Dallas beat Chicago.